Hi, this is Matt with LSAT Cracked. In this lesson, we're going to discuss flawed parallel reasoning stems. The skill here builds directly upon the skill we were just talking about in a previous lesson when we were talking about flaw question stems, and also builds on a bit of the work we talked about earlier when we talked about paralleling the reasoning of an argument, because here we're doing both paralleling and it matters what the flaw was. Okay, so how do you do this? Step one, we're in the argument evaluation family. So we're going to find the conclusion and we're going to articulate why it's a bad conclusion. Why does this conclusion not have to be true based on the premises we just read? Now, that's fundamentally the skill that's being tested for in a flaw question stem. And as we talked about there, it's helpful if instead of you just being analytically, logically brilliant and doing it on your own, if you've done a little bit of homework ahead of time to familiarize yourself with the 20 or so most common flaws. You can give a name to it and it will help your recognition and your recall. It will help you package it more efficiently so that you can spot it occurring in other answer choices. Regardless of whether or not one of the 20 most common flaws is the flaw that you're looking at, you should have some way of describing that flaw to yourself in abstract terms. Remember, it's not about the subject matter. It's about structurally understanding in abstract terms why that type of premise or combination of types of premises does not logically mandate that type of conclusion. Then, instead of picking an answer choice that merely describes that, you want to pick another argument in the answer choices that parallels or mimics this exact same type of flaw. Here's one huge hint. The type of conclusion that was used in your stimulus needs to be the type of conclusion that you see in your correct answer choice. I mean, just imagine a certain example that makes this very clear. A arrow B arrow C, premises. Conclusion, C arrow A. Obviously a bad argument. Transitive link lets us know that A arrow B arrow C results in A arrow C. They conclude, via the converse fallacy, bad reasoning, C arrow A. But in order to do the converse fallacy, you need to present a conclusion that's an arrow statement. If you tell me something like most D's are F's, or some X's are Y's, or John should buy the candy bar for the little old lady crossing the street, none of those are the same type of conclusion as all C's or A. Or if C, arrow A. They're not the same type of conclusion. You need an all statement or an arrow statement in your answer choice in order for it to even qualify as a potential candidate. So what you can do when you're going through these quickly in the answer choices, if you're able to scan quickly for the conclusions, oftentimes they've got the premises in the beginning and the conclusion occurring in reliable spots, so you can kind of quickly do it. You can quickly eliminate sometimes 2, maybe even 3 answer choices, in rare instances 4, any answer choice that has the wrong type of conclusion. That saves you a lot of brain power and a lot of time, because then you can really zero in on the remaining choices and ask, okay, similar type of conclusion, let me dig into the premises. Did they lead to the conclusion in the exact same style of flaw as we saw above in the answer choice?